What are you doing here?
Caleb came to me with an offer.
Is that so?
Yeah, he wants to play at our fashion show.
The young lady felt compelled to get your permission before saying yes.
Or no. Actually, I just wanted to be here in person when he told her to go jump off a cliff.
Wait a minute. The Stephen Clay experience at our little gig? That's the offer. Sounds like a sweet deal.
What?
I'm all for it.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight. You do think that this is a good idea for Caleb's band to play at our fashion show?
Not just a good idea. It's a great idea. Smart man.
Stop. What's going on here? You guys are up to something. What is it? Tell me, please.
Is Farrah here always this, paranoid?
Look, we have a truce, right?
Truce, absolutely.
All right, so we made our peace. Right now, making this gym succeed is our #1 priority. And the way I see it, having the band play could only be good for business.
I think it's good for both of us.
Right.
What is good for both of us?
Well, the band is going to perform our new single at their fashion show next week.
Really? I think that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
I'm sure I will regret saying this, but for once, I agree with Libby.
Well, that has to be the most self-serving idea I've ever heard. The only one who gets anything out of him performing at your place is you.
You know what? For once, I wish you would just think about it before you open your big mouth.
Oh, yeah, of course you'd stick up for Allison.
Why me? What are you talking about me for?
Well, this is obviously your brilliant idea.
No, it's not. I actually hate this idea.
Oh, then whose is it?
Mine. I approached her.
And I approached Rafe on it, and I didn't expect in a million years that he would actually go for something like
It's
that.
just some music for the fashion show.
Just some music. You should be falling all over yourselves to get someone as good as Caleb performing at your cheesy fashion show.
This is going to get very complicated. Do you
Look,
see that?
hey, you know what? It doesn't have to get complicated. Relax. In the end, it's my call where we play and where we don't play.
I think it'll be fun. It'll all work out. You know, we can keep it simple, right?
Simple, you bet.
And let's go with it.
I'll have my people call you with some arrangements.
Great.
Hey. Wait. I want the truth.
Wait, what truth?
What is going on? Look, we both know that the success of our fashion show doesn't depend on whether or not Caleb's band's going to play.
Oh, yeah? Come here. Come here.
What?
Why'd you come to me with the proposal, then?
Because I wanted him to see how serious we were when we told him to get lost. What is it? What's going on?
I intend to find out.
Great, here we go. You're totally falling into your old ways again. Why are you doing this? You cannot resist the game.
No, Allison, you know what? It's not a game. It never was. But you are right about one thing. Caleb is up to something.
I thought you guys had an agreement.
Look, I'm trying. I know I promised you I would avoid him. I was even telling Lucy a little earlier that I owed you a life without Caleb. But then in he walks, right? And not alone. He's brought here by you. So you tell me, how do I avoid that?
Okay, Caleb, what is going on in that head of yours?
It has been a very productive day.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me about it?
You like when I do this?
Yeah.
This?
But listen, I really need to know.
Hey, I promise you, it's gonna be all right.
That was Caleb's idea, and he came to me. It wasn't the other way around.
I know. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter how it happened. It happened.
Isn't this supposed to be, like, separate? They're supposed to have their lives, and we're supposed to have our lives?
I know. Normal, right?
Yes, normal. But I don't think Caleb's band playing at our show is normal at all, and I don't want to do it.
Well, then I guess you shouldn't have asked for my opinion.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have asked for your opinion. That's fine. I don't want to do the show at all.
All right, wait.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, okay? I'm just trying to convey something to you. Having a line of our own clothing is not worth stirring up trouble with Caleb. So if this place is going to be a success, then that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll struggle a little bit if that's what we have to do. We've done it before. We can do it again.
Do you think that's the answer? Do you really think that's the answer? I mean, if it doesn't happen here, it's going to happen someplace else. Do you know that the base of the promise that we made to each other is the idea that we weren't going to let Caleb get in the way of us doing anything that made us happy, right?
I know. But you opened up the door and invited him in.
You know, Keep your friends close, enemies closer.
All the more reason to cancel. I'm serious.
Wait a second. I mean, you said it yourself. The show has taken on a life of its own, right? I mean, and people are invested in this, especially your mother, and that's all because of you.
Great. Okay, so there's always a price to pay, isn't there? It's never easy.
I guess not. Look, I'm trying. I am trying to keep this promise that we made to each other. But you know what? This is bigger than us. I mean, the fact is, Caleb is a vampire, and I am a slayer. And no matter what truces we make with each other, none of that matters until we find that ring and we make sure that it's safely out of Caleb's hands. Until then, there's gonna be no normal, not for anyone.
Here we go, with the ring, again, Rafe, come on.
This ring, it's our biggest threat right now. So we gotta keep Caleb where we can see him. So we have him do the show. So what? So he might surprise us. You know, he might just put on a regular gig. But you know what? If my instincts are right, something's going down. And if it's gonna happen, I'd rather it happen here, where we can do something about it.
Okay, cough it up. I want some info.
There's not much to tell, really.
Try again. Your band, a multi-million-dollar act, is debuting their new single at Allison's cheesy fashion show.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Well, what am I supposed to think? Somehow it always comes back to Allison.
When are you gonna trust me when I say she means nothing to me? And you are everything.
So you're not just doing charity work, then what's in it for us?
In a strange way, playing the cheesy fashion show is the next step in getting the ring back.
Does this have anything to do with happening to you in the woods and in the fire?
Yes.
Okay, well, you didn't quite tell me what happened.
It was my father's voice. And it validated much of what I already knew. The music is the key to getting what I want. It draws people to me.
Yeah, it does. I've seen it. And I've felt it.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw the hold of the ring right into our arms.
So this is what you were planning all along. Why didn't you tell me? There's more, isn't there?
There is more. I was also reminded of how generous I have been lately to these mortals. Sound familiar?
Yeah, it does. I think I've said the same thing to you.
So I have a plan now. Whoever has the ring will bring it to me. And then...
Hey, you know I'm making sense.
No.
When? Oh, hey. You guys know that everybody's talking about this fashion show.
Yes, I know.
So I'll see you guys there.
Okay.
And don't worry, I will make sure that there's plenty of food this time.
All right, yeah. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, fine. We won't cancel this. I don't want to disappoint anybody else.
What about not disappointing yourself?
Look, I want this to be a success, Rafe. I really do.
All right, well, then just think about it, okay? Maybe Caleb's big old plan will turn out to be nothing, and then it'll be good for us anyway.
I know, but with Caleb, there's always the next plan.
I know, but you gotta know, I'm watching out after us.
I know you are. I'm worried. I'm worried about the time when it's going to be more than we can handle.
The Stephen Clay Experience is going to play a brand new song. I'm just putting the finishing touches on.
And that's how you're gonna get the ring.
And that's it. I'm going to draw in the holder of the ring. And once I've gotten it back, then they are going to pay a heavy price.